We saw Private Party with Matt Hardy, who, side note, became the number one contenders for the Impact Tag Team Championships, which are held by the Good Brothers, taking on Top Flight and Matt Sydal. Good to see Matt Sydal here. I thought Top Flight looked good as well, but the big reveal was that throughout all of these little slights, I guess you could perceive it as, from Matt Hardy to Private Party, turns out that was actually just grooming them to become heels. They turned heel. They used the chair to get the victory. So Private Party now has turned to the dark side. Something, at least it's something. Now we can maybe go into the party gimmick. We can get some vignettes to where they're not just guys that are having fun. Maybe they're partying and you're not allowed at the party. Like, now that makes sense because they're heels, you know? They're not trying to be inviting.
Yes.
But
it's private party. It's a private party.
Yeah. And they could even get serious with it, right? Yeah. Even to your, like how you said that right there. It's the no. This is for VIPs. You're obviously
this is a private party.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's the line right there. Like you need to get out because this is a private party, right? Like, and they just, you know what I mean? You're out the room. I agree. I like it. And especially how I would book this is long-term is, you're right. Now they get the wins because Matt Hardy's telling them, hey, you just give them the little Kansas City punt. And when the ref ain't looking, right? And then you little Nashville nut squeeze, and then we're on our way, right? And then they're partying it up. They're having the private parties. Oh no, Mama, you can come in. You're invited, but not you, sir. Right? That kind of stuff. And then it starts causing them trouble, right? Now they're getting a little backlash from somebody that, the receipt is coming due. And then they're, Matt Hardy's starting to maybe abandon them a little and just taking his cut. And they're like, you're the one who told us to start doing, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they're having buyer's remorse. You made the deal with the devil, right? That kind of stuff, and see where that leads, right? See, maybe they buy in harder and just take out Matt Hardy, or they finally go back to being good guys and get out from under the evil thumb. Who knows, right? But
that's what I was going to say, though, is maybe they buy into the winnings from becoming a heel, and they say, Matt Hardy, you ain't keeping up with us. So you know who's getting kicked out of the party?
Yeah.
It's you,
like,
Matt
but
Hardy.
I made you.
Yeah, like, get out of here. Yeah.
But we ended you.
Right. And so you mentioned this at the top of the show, but yeah, from a technical standpoint, this was, it had some moments that were left to be desired, as they say. But you want to talk about that move that you were describing where it was, you got to talk us through what you thought about that.
So, yeah, the one guy was like suspended on the ropes onto another, right? Like, so they're doing like the plank on the other guy's shoulders or something. And then he leapfrogged over, if I'm remembering this correctly, and then landed on him. And the whole thing took about a minute and a goddamn half to set up. I mean, that one started to lose me. I was like, guys, come on. Now, I had the fortune of watching a little bit behind and had been spoiled that Private Party was going to turn heel, or else I might have just fast forwarded to the end and then not really caught that, because that wasn't a huge focus. If you're doing the thing I sometimes do is skipping through, because time is limited, you might not have caught the chair and that they cheated, right? It might have just been like, Private Party won and moved on. But I knew, right, what to watch, but that one really made my eye roll a little bit, right? Like, I don't want to be the old guy doing the Undertaker thing that we discussed earlier about, these guys, this move sets today, but like that one was too much. At some point, you got to draw a line. It's got to be halfway semi-believable in my mind. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, I totally agree. They're young teams, so I'm trying to give them a little bit more of that benefit of the doubt, where it's like, hey, okay, so we got that one, right? We tried that shit, didn't really work. Let's not do that one again. And hopefully that's where the lesson is learned. Or maybe they double down and they start doing this move and practicing it more to make it more crisp